Hey everyone, Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on a Making History quest. Now, for this quest you need the following requirements. You must have completed the Restless Ghost quest and the Priest in Peril quest. And also, these following are apparently not necessary, but makes it easier. Level 24 crafting, level 40 smithing, and level 40 mining. However, during this quest I'm not really too sure why you need those, but just go with it. But that's it for the requirement. Sorry, I can't even speak now. The requirements, now onto the item. So you will need a spade in your inventory. The spade in your tool belt won't work, so just make sure you have a physical spade in your inventory. You'll also want an unenchanted Sapphire Amulet, which is strung. So if you just search Sapphire Amulet on the Grand Exchange, you just want the standard one, which has obviously got the string on. And you will also need your either an Amulet of Ghostspeak or a Cramulet. That's it for the requirements and items. Now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Ghostspeak Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network. If you don't have this one unlocked and wish to know a quick way of getting full access to the Lodestone network, I have a guide which can be found in the description below. And having full access to it makes doing quests a lot easier, so I definitely recommend doing that. But from here, we're going to head to the outpost, which is about southeast of where we are now. So just watch where I go and you'll see where the quest start point is. Once you arrive at the outpost, speak to Joel in order to start the quest. So, long story short, the outpost is at risk of being taken down and having something else built, but this outpost has a lot of history, and Joel wants you to help prove this to Kit the King, so he keeps the outpost. So he's going to ask you to speak to 3 people in total to help him out. Now, the 3 people are Erin the Silver Merchant, Drolak the Ghost, and Dron the Warrior. You can speak to any of them in any order, but I would do this in the order that I'm now about to. So, first we're going to go speak to Erin the Silver Merchant, who can be found in East Ardone. So we're going to teleport to the Ardone Lodestone via the Lodestone network. And once you arrive, you head south to the marketplace. You should see the Silver Merchant, who is Erin, and if you speak to him, you will talk to him about Joel sending you. If you've stolen from his stall recently, he won't talk to you until a short period of time. I'm not sure how long it is from stealing from the stalls for you being able to talk to the actual owner of the stall, but even logging in and out doesn't speed up the time, so you might have to give it about 5-10 minutes and try again. But either way, once you've spoken to him and gone through the dialogue, he should give you an enchanted key, and you'll need to use this to find a buried chest. So the Enchanted Key basically works like that game hot and cold. Obviously if you're far away from something it's cold, the closer you get it goes like warm, hot, boiling, etc, etc. And we're going to use this key to find the chest. Now the actual location of the chest is already known. It's in between the observatory north of Castle Wars. So what we're going to do is head to the Yanil Lodestone via the Lodestone network. And then we're going to start heading in the direction of Castle Wars, then go slightly north to Observatory. And obviously if you keep watching what I'm doing, I'm clicking the key, and obviously as we're getting closer and closer, the key is telling us it's getting hotter. Eventually, once you've kept following it and the key says it's steaming hot, you should be able to then use your spade in your inventory to dig up a chest, and then if you use the enchanted key on the chest to open it, you'll get a Drozel's journal. You want to quickly read through the book to find out about a Zamorakian that used to live in the outpost who played pranks on the people of Ardone. So that's one objective done. Next we're going to go speak to Drolak the Ghost, who is found in Port Phasimatus, I think that's how you pronounce it. If you complete Ghost Ahoy quest, you can use the Ectovile to teleport and go straight through the barrier. If you haven't, like I haven't, the easiest way is to get a charter ship. So if you go to Port Sarim using the Port Sarim Lodestone via the Lodestone network, and then once you arrive, you head to the docks. There should be a ship with the option to charter, and you want to charter the ship to Port Phasimatus, and I'll speak to you once we arrive. Once there, you want to head into the direction of the general store, and as you approach you should find Drolak, who will be either outside the store or inside the store. You need to have your Ghostspeak Amulet on for able to speak to him. After speaking to him, he'll promise to give you the scroll if you give his wife, Melina, a strung Sapphire Amulet, which hopefully you should have in your inventory. Melina is in the building northeast of where you currently are. You should find her, just hover over a few ghosts till you see her name. Go inside the building, give her the amulet, and she'll tell you that she feels complete, and she'll disappear. And then you want to return to Drolak to get the scroll from him. A little side note, after you complete the quest, you may return to Drolak to let him know how things went, and upon learning of what happened, he will disappear as well to be with Melina, but that's not obviously a quest requirement, it's just a little little Easter egg there. But yeah, once you've got the scroll from him, that's the second objective, and now it's time for the third one. So now we need to go find Ron the Warrior, who is in Relica. So easiest way to get there, if you teleport to the Fremennik Province Lodestone via the Lodestone network. And then once you arrive, you head west from here, you should eventually get to Relica. So we want to go speak to Dron, who is northeast of the market next to the musician. Talk to him and he will tell you to go talk to his brother Blanin, who is in the southeast part of the town, north of the house with the dairy churn. So we're going to go find him, and going through dialogue with Blanin, he'll tell you a few different facts about Dron, because he's going to ask you some questions, but I will tell you what the answers to the questions are anyway. So once you finish speaking to Blanin, return to Dron, and then he'll get you to answer a load of questions before he tells you what you want to hear. So these are the answers to the questions he will ask. So he is 36 years, 8 months and 21 days old. He wields an iron mace in battle. He eats rats for breakfast, kittens for lunch and bunnies for tea. Sounds quite appetizing. His favourite drink is red spider blood. He studies to 4th and 5th ages. His house is on the northeast side of town. His pet cat is named Fluffy. 5 plus 7 equals 12, but what does that have to do with anything? And his brother's name is Blanin. When you answer his questions all correctly, he will tell you the story about 2 friends. So now we've completed the 3 objectives. We want to return to Jorrel in the outpost, so once again just go to the Ghostspeak Lodestone and head from there. Once you return to Joel and tell him everything, he will give you a letter to take to the King of East Ardone. King Lathas can be found in his castle on the west side of East Ardone, so quickest way again, just teleport to the Ardone Lodestone, and then we're going to head from there. And I believe he is on the 1st or 2nd floor of the castle, so just obviously watch where I go. Once you arrive and speak to him, he will eventually give you a letter in which he promises not to tear down the outpost, and now we want to take this letter back to Joel to finish the quest. So, after you've given the letter to Droll and speak to him, he will thank you and congratulations, you have completed the Making History quest. You're awarded 3 quest points, 1,000 crafting and prayer experience, 750 coins, 2 treasure hunter keys and 2 hearts of ice, an enchanted key that allows you to go on your own treasure digs. I'll talk about that again in a moment. Access to the museum in the outpost. After the quest, you can read an incomplete list of all your exploits in a bookcase, and I think this gets updated the more stuff you do. And after the quest, you can also speak to historian Minas in Varrock Museum to receive 5 kudos. So the main thing from this, the Enchanted Key. There's an Enchanted Key Mini-Quest which allows you to go travelling around doing like the hot and cold thing like you've done earlier to find a load of treasures. Now I believe you can make a bit of money from that. However, there is another quest to this one called Meeting History, and you get further unlocks with the Enchanted Key Mini-Quest after completing that one. So I would wait till you've completed Meeting History before you do the Enchanted Key Mini-Quest to save doing it in 2 parts effectively. So but I am making a guide on the Enchanted Key Mini-Quest, and you can find that in the description below once I have it made and available. So I don't think you'll run into any problems with this quest. However, if you do get stuck, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye bye.